How's it going, everybody? I'm here to do a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that happened last night on Raw. I'm also here to do my standard SmackDown spoilers for this upcoming week, which this coming Friday would be the 24th, I believe. So your spoilers for June 24th. I'm going to do the Raw thoughts first, so if you want to stick around for those and not see the SmackDown spoilers, please do so. But I will be doing spoilers on this video at some point. But last night's Raw was fucking terrible. Between the stupid ass gimmick matches, between having to watch Vicky Guerrero and Michael Cole fucking dance, between having to watch Mason Ryan do a fucking match against Evan Bourne, between fucking the same ass superhero shtick at the end. It was a terrible Raw. There were a few bright spots, and of course one major thing to come out of last night's Raw. Of course, I loved the R-Truth Christian Miz promo. I thought it was one of the better promos done this year. They had great chemistry together, and who's gonna forget that little, Riley, Randy, Jimmy shtick. It was funny as hell. And I'm gonna say something about R-Truth though. Where the hell does he go from here? Because as I'll get into, CM Punk is now the #1 contender for the title, so he's already out of the title picture. And I mean, was he gonna go back into a feud with Mysterio? I mean, I really just don't see where the feud's gonna happen. Maybe Alex Riley, perhaps. I don't think they're quite done with him and Miz yet. I'm not sure really what's gonna happen there. Yeah, I mean, leave it up to WWE booking to literally take the guy that you've really built up as this big heel on Raw, and now you have nothing for him to do. Of course, he'll be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but besides that, I mean, I don't see him winning it. I see Alberto Del Rio winning it, or I see even maybe Alex Riley winning it. But who knows? We shall see. But also last night, as we all know now, CM Punk will be leaving WWE after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is in his hometown, Chicago. And as we all know, well, any true wrestling fan knows Chicago has some of the best wrestling fans, and I'm actually very happy that this pay-per-view is there. Capital Punishment's crowd was dead throughout pretty much the whole night, and except for the couple rider chants that went on through it, which was pretty nice. And I'll get into something about him later. But CM Punk says he's gonna leave, and he's gonna leave with the WWE title. Now, people think it's a work. They don't think he's actually gonna leave. I do believe he is going to leave. That's just my opinion. I do believe he is done. I believe this is WWE's way to try to rub him in the right way, to let him talk and do what he wants to do here and have some freedom. Just to basically try to, when he comes back to wrestling or whatever he does after this hiatus, that he comes back to the WWE, that he doesn't go sign with Ring of Honor or TNA, which I really don't see him ever signing with TNA again. As most people know, he really burnt his bridge with TNA, and both parties just do not seem to like each other. But and I think CM Punk going back to Ring of Honor and then bringing back one of their all-time biggest heels would be huge for when they get hit television in September. I actually would love to see Punk go to Ring of Honor, but we shall see how that all plays out. I really don't see them letting Cena win cleanly over Punk in Chicago, because the fans will go ballistic. I do see it's the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I do see somebody cashing in and beating Punk after the match for the title. I don't know, it should make for a great storyline, and if it's Punk's last, I really hope he really plays it up, and God, is WWE gonna miss him bad. It's just gonna further hurt them, and they're already hurting bad. Again, the main event sucked yesterday. You know, the stupid fucking Super Orton, Super Cena shows was terrible. I don't know. It really seems like, you know, they had the paper bag match option for one of the matches and the arm wrestling. It just seemed like, you know, the weird shit that went on in Capital Punishment and the weird shit last night at Raw. Well, it should 2 nights ago now at Raw. You know, it really just seems like they fucking hired Vince Russo to come back and maybe, you know, I don't know, to take over the writing for the next, for the past couple shows. I don't know. It's just terrible. It's straight from TNA. It's straight. I swear it seems like you watch these shows and tell me it doesn't seem like Vince Russo's in the back fucking putting it say or something, which is insane. I mean, it's just, God, it just seems like it's booked like TNA right now. But it's gonna bring me over to the SmackDown spoilers, and of course, as you already know, Teddy Long. You know, these are the SmackDown spoilers, by the way. But Teddy Long came out, you know, asked, you know, was talking about what happened at Capital Punishment, and Christian came out demanding to be the #1 contender still. So he sets up a match for Christian versus Kane for the #1 contendership. So Kane, out of the blue, you know, getting a chance at the #1 contendership. Which is just, it's just, where are you going with this Christian thing? I'm a Christian fan, but where are we going with this? I'll get into more. Yeah, Sin Cara beat Ted DiBiase. Of course, nobody's going to go over Sin Cara right now. You had a Daniel Bryan promo, followed by his first loss to Cody Rhodes, I believe, in the feud. I mean, I could be mistaken. I believe that's his first loss to Cody Rhodes, though, so far, since this feud has started. But it's interesting to see that they gave Daniel Bryan some actual mic time, and you know, he put a picture of Dusty Rhodes up on the Titantron and said, you know, he didn't look the part, but you know, he was one of the greatest of all time, and though he don't look the part, he's one of the greatest of all time, which he definitely is. Then you had Johnny Curtis stealing a Zack Ryder. He was cutting you know, he had ketchup, mayo, and mustard. He took the ketchup and mayo away and said, you know, the mustard was there because he could cut it. If you watch Zack Ryder's YouTube show, you know that's one of Zack Ryder's things. It's just ridiculous. You know, they can't let Zack Ryder get over, even though, you know, right now, I think he might be over more than any other WWE superstar right now with the way the chants have been going for him. Give the guy a chance already, and now you're giving this dude one of his lines. It's just, wow. Then you had a Big Show interview. So obviously now it seems like Big Show is on SmackDown. So we're supposed to, I guess, just forget about him being drafted over to Raw. And he just seems to be appearing on SmackDown every week. And he got laid out again by Mark Henry. So you're setting up the Mark Henry monster, which I don't mind. It's something different. You know, we haven't seen a monster Mark Henry in a while, so, you know, it's a good rub for him, and I'm interested a little bit. You know, big guys don't really put on good matches. Big Show is, you know, he is what he is. Then you had a rematch. Wade Barrett invoked his rematch clause for the Intercontinental title. Of course, Ezekiel Jackson won again, which is great because this way Wade Barrett can go up to the main event scene, and Ezekiel Jackson is fine as the Intercontinental Champion. He sucks in the ring, he sucks on the mic. Let him sit at the Intercontinental Champion, and let him just sit. Don't let him touch the fucking main event at all this entire year. Don't let him touch it, because he's fucking terrible. He's just like Mason Ryan, man. Both of them, they really need to learn from another big guy how to move in the ring, because they are, it's sometimes excruciating to watch, at least to me anyway. You had a Randy Orton promo after that, talking, you know, he thinks it's laughable that Christian is going to be the #1 contender again, and if he does win, then he'll beat him again. We're sure he will, Randy. We're sure he will. Then you had the team of Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. I heard them call him Slabriel now. A lot of people have been calling him Slabriel. Whatever. against the Usos, and they beat the Usos. So the Usos put on a great match last week, probably the match of the show last week, and it looks like they're gonna have another good match maybe this week, which is cool. You know, WWE, please build up the tag team division again. It used to be one of my favorite things in wrestling, and it's just shit anymore. I mean, Otunga and McGillicuddy are your tag team champions, and I haven't even seen them on TV since they've won the titles. I heard they had a match on Superstars, but I mean, come on, let's build up these tag teams. Let's get the titles off those two. You know, let's put the tag team titles on a real team, and let's build up this tag team division. You then had Jinder Mahal come out and squash Tatsu. I guess even before the match, him and Khali attacked him, and he said him and Khali are ready to, you know, take over the WWE, and that Khali is done kissing fat chicks. So, good news there. But, nah, I'm interested to see what Jinder Mahal and Khali do as a team. I think they, see, again, let's build up the tag team division. That can be a formidable tag team, you know what I mean? So, please, WWE, do something with the tag team division. Yeah, let's get some tag team championship matches on, there's pay-per-views. Let's really do some tag team wrestling. Tag team wrestling is a lost art, and it is fantastic. That's the one thing TNA has that the WWE doesn't have, and that is tag teams. So then you get to the main event, which is Christian vs. Kane in the #1 contenders match. It ends in a DQ because Mark Henry comes out and destroys Kane again, or starts to. Randy Orton comes out and makes a save. Here comes, you know, playa, holla, holla, and saying, you know, let's make it a tag team match. So, if this makes any sense to you, because it still doesn't really to me, it came down to Orton hit an RKO on Christian, then walked into a World's Strongest Slam from Henry, and Henry gets the pin on Orton. So Christian is the #1 contender for the Money in the Bank Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Interesting. I don't understand how that really quite goes down. I mean, I know you ain't gonna put Henry Kane in the title picture right now because they're gonna do their own little feud. But I just don't understand, like, you know, let's just have Christian somehow cheat or something to go over Kane and we'll get the title. Or, you know what, I'm a huge Christian fan. I'm loving that, you know, SmackDown's kind of being built around him at the moment, him and Orton. I don't like Orton at all. I hate Orton. I'm not happy about that, but I'm just happy that Christian's actually in the main event scene. But where are we going with this? Where is the payoff? I mean, we have been sitting here now for since May 6th, and we still have no payoff in this feud. Is Christian gonna win the title, or is this just paying off for an epic fucking burial of Christian's character? I mean, I think it's time, like, you know, are you saving this for the kickoff at SummerSlam? Is gonna be the, you know, the last showdown? I just don't know what you're doing, and I still have a sneaky suspicion that Christian's gonna win at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and whoever wins the SmackDown Money in the Bank is gonna come in, cash in on him, and he's gonna lose the title even a shorter period than last time, which would do actually wonders for Christian's current character. Like, actually, like, of who he is right now is, you know, if he keeps grabbing the title and can't hold on to it. But I mean, it would still bury him. And I mean, if you just have him lose cleanly to Orton and just drop it, that is an epic fucking burial to lose 4 title matches in a row like that. And he hasn't looked strong in this. He hasn't been booked to look strong in this feud at all. And I'm starting to get to the point where I'm even sick of this feud. Let's get the payoff. I want to see the payoff. You know, the payoff, I guess you can say, is Christian's heel turn, but where's the main payoff? I mean, because if you have Christian get buried, he can't be taken seriously as the main heel of SmackDown. But that's all for this week. Leave me a comment. I'll be back next week to bring you more updates on the shitty programming that we know as the WWE. Thank you.